Hey guys, current energy check-ins for the weekend. We've got Blue in the house, whose nose is on my ankle right here. And his puppy eyes are like bing, activated. Kai is right here sleeping in Cosmo's bed, which is smaller than him, substantially smaller than him, but he curled up in there. Okay. Cosmo's somewhere there grooming because she just took a bath, and she's starting to really get used to that, like the bath part and the dryer part. She was falling asleep when I was with my hair dryer on her. She was like dozing off in there. I can't get all of her with it because I mean I could, but it would probably take me 2 hours. But I get most of her. And then she finishes up by grooming. I never get her tail fluff, and I'm like, come on. I'm still working on it, but she still has a little bit of that shampoo bottle. We still have the cooties, aka ringworm. But the viral thing for them, the respiratory thing, is definitely getting better and better. They'll be done with that's Blue. Remember RQ? I say hi guys, he thinks I'm talking to him and telling him go get the toys and make noise here. So that's exactly what he's doing. The viral thing is almost done. They're almost done with the treatment for it, at least. So it's gonna be done. Actually, well, this is pre-recorded. So a day before today, a day before the premiere of this is on, they'll be done with that part of the treatment. The rainwater treatment is 5 weeks to begin with, so they're on week 1. Luckily, it's one of those that goes 1 week on, 1 week off, 1 week on, but it's for 5 weeks. So meanwhile, we're just gonna keep everything we can covered with blankets that we get to wash. This dude right here that puts his tongue on every ringworm that they have is ringworm free. I don't know how. I couldn't find anything. The doctors couldn't find anything. He's not presenting symptoms of anything, so I wash him to kind of keep him safe from it. I wash him with that's why he's got the fluff today, because he got a bath too. Yeah, he got a bath too. With the shampoo like three times a week, which is a pain compared to the little one. Moving his ass in there and trying to get the water on him, and then it's like the water doesn't even stick on this sheep clothing that he's got. Yeah, you. Oh my goodness, you're stinking cute. And then the shampoo, and then the typical dog with shampoo in the middle of the bath, putting it all on you. So he's quite the handful with those baths. But he's the only one so far. Luckily, we're still keeping him away from other dogs, from Stella in particular, because he was supposed to have a play date when we discovered this, and I'm like, Blue is off limits for Stella's sake, for your sake. He's not gonna be seeing Stella for a while until I know we're all safe and clear. So yeah, that's kind of, I'm glad that they're coming off the first round of meds. The one that stays for like 5 weeks is just once a day for all of them. So that's not a big deal compared to what I had to put them through, poor things. These ones were the hardcore ones for the respiratory thing. And they're doing better. They're looking like they came off of a battlefront, all of them. because they have cream behind their ears and, you know, in their fur sticking in the, like I had to put it like 2 to 3 times a day for each of them, where I saw they had the ringworm basically. And now that they're off the cream and just on the antibiotic thing, I'm trying to clean them off, their fur off a little bit with like a wet paper towel thing and then dry them off, but it's still in there and they look, poor things. If Kai wakes up and he comes on the camera, he's looking like he's got a mohawk thing. Aw, poor babies. But they're doing great. They took to the medication pretty well. They're also pretty dozed off most of the day because of it, but they're eating. They're back to slowly but surely. Kai still is on and off with the dry food, but I saw him eating a little bit there, and Felix is eating. Juno is eating normal. This guy has a big ass appetite for wet food now, which that's fine with me. It's rare to see that in cats. And the little one never was really affected in her usual activities. She's watching. You're watching from over there. Patient zero. You brought stuff into our home. That was her thank you for opening your arms to me gift. You get us all sick. Come here, you little Cosmo. Cosmo. No, not yet. She will show up with her wet tail at some point. But yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Mine is, and I saw some comments like, we're also getting treatment. It's not like, oh, we got stuff on us, but fuck us. We'll take care of them. No, we're in this together because I treat them and then we don't treat us and then we keep on. No, we're also getting treatment. So mine is almost gone actually. It has a weird texture, like it's almost the same tone as the skin now. You can still see it there, but it's like a dried up type of a situation there too. Okay. Like a layer, a surface layer type of thing. And I'm not, let me try. Let me see. You can see it a little bit there. Hold on. Let me see if I can twist and focus. Huh? Well, just a tiny, it's in a weird, oh, that one over there. So there's still the ring around it and all, but it's getting there. It's almost there. And yeah, we're getting there, all of us. You, how the fuck did you get away? I don't understand. I hope you stay away. But yeah, that's about it. I had quite a dream a few nights ago. And we do keep a camera in the bedroom towards the cat's station just to see how they're doing when they're eating and especially if we're sleeping. So I listened to the recording of it, the audio, where I woke up at 2 a.m. I woke up and I said, that goddamn lion. What the hell was the lion doing? He attacked my boy, Blue. It was so funny listening back. I'm like, oh man, I forgot I even said that. Because I was in a room for an event and I got there, I drove to that place with my car and then I left my car somewhere. I parked it somewhere and then I took a bicycle. I rode a bike down a hill, I don't even fucking know. I don't understand, first of all. And I was realizing it was a dream because it didn't make sense. I'm like, why would I leave my car? Like, it's not that steep. I can definitely drive on this. And it's a terrain car. It's not, it's a Jeep. It handles this. And it didn't make sense that I was riding a bicycle down to where I needed to go, but okay. So at that point, I was like, okay, this is not. Let's see where we're going with this. And then I get to the meeting place, which was basically a big room, and I met up with someone that I knew and a couple other people that I didn't know. And then while we were chatting and, you know, just chatting along, and at some point I see Blue showing up, and I'm like, why is Blue here? I was like, hold on, we established this is a dream, this is not for real. So Blue was there, because I'm like, I don't recall bringing him in the car or on the bicycle, right? And he shows up in the room. Then I see 2 lion cubs. Lion cubs, but a little bigger than Blue at that point. And I'm like, okay, well, he found some playmates. And then I see this big ass lion showing up out of nowhere. Mind you, we were still in a room, a normal room. And this big ass lion shows up, grabs Blue by his rear legs like a toy, like he does with his toys. And then I look, and then I run after the lion, because he took Blue in a different room. There was another room to the side of that room. And I run after the lion. I'm like, you goddamn mother, leave my boy alone. And he did leave my boy alone. And I bring Blue in the main room. The lion disappears. I don't even know where the fuck, I don't know. I bring Blue, and he wasn't kind of holding his weight. He was kind of like limp, like, and I'm like, he tore up his organs. I don't know why I said that and why I believe that, because it looked like he was sucked dry from the inside. And I'm like, but he just grabbed him by the legs. I didn't see him like tearing into him, and I didn't see blood or anything, but it was kind of, he looked like a toy that he would get and play with, right? And then I wake up. I finally wake up because I was tired of that dream. I'm like, okay, I don't know where we're going with this, but okay. And that's the first thing I said, like, goddamn lion. He charged at my boy. And then Blue was in there, and I'm like, Blue, you're okay. And I hugged him, and yeah. Dreams, man, dreams. I looked up all the significance of all of those things. It matches with a lot of things I'm experiencing in real life, but it's funny as fuck sometimes. These dreams are just... And even if they look and feel like, oh my god, you know, I don't usually take them as like so dramatic. Maybe I do in the dream, especially when I'm going to save my boy. But then I'm like, what the fuck, dude? But anyways, hope your dreams are fun too. And other than that, what's up, Papa? What's up? I kicked his ass. I kicked the lion's ass. I know, little boy. I know, little boy. A lion messes with my boy. Well, the lioness is gonna come out. Oh, my baby boy. Oh. So stinking cute. All of them. They're so... I don't know. Who the fuck invented animals and why are they so cute? Oh, no. No, no. I don't know what gave you that impression, but I never said the word. I don't even know why. He stretched. I don't know why you would think that that's a good idea to just do that, but we're not doing that. He's by the door. Well, now he's laying down. Okay, we're good to go. Current energies check-ins for the weekend. I'll be looking into each sign individually by elements: earth signs, fire signs, air signs, and water signs. It'll be quick, to the point, no clarification. Whatever comes out, comes out. No extended for the Friday videos. I'll be looking into where you're at energetically in regards to another energy or whatever it is, which could be whatever you're dealing with out there. Doesn't have to be romantic necessarily. Where the other energy is at in regards to you, where the connected energies are at, and then I'll be pulling some cards from the universe for each of you. Timestamps are in the description box below, in the comment section, on the play bar. They will not work properly if you find yourself watching the premiere of this video. If you're watching after the premiere, then you can jump to the timestamps. They will work. I gotta do the hummingbird feeders today. Roles can be reversed, and that's it. That's what we got. I've got a tripod that holds the camera here, and it's got underneath there, it's got like a hole like this, and blue-eyed me through that hole, because right there is the door to the OUT side. And Kai, watch it. And he's sitting right there, and he's giving me the eye. And he knows we're talking about him because he sits like this, looking OUT. And he's kind of, yeah. Anyways, earth signs, Capricorn. Alrighty, on your side, you get the 5 of Swords, the Judgment card, the 7 of Pentacles. You're working on something here, and you're quite invested in it, but it does carry your involvement, and it carries a little bit of deception. Now, that would show up in cases in which somebody's doing something, but they're not really that into it, but they're still doing it, and it's like, why are you then still doing it? It could also indicate here with this Judgment card that there's a decision that you need to be making on what it is that you're working, and you're not making it. You know, that could be given that I'm not clarifying, I can't tell exactly what scenario this is. But the energy attached to you, the 2 of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, the Temperance card. There's a lot of love here. There's a lot of support and love from this energy, and it's been here for a minute for you. Probably through what it is that you're working on. For your head is heavy. It doesn't give a shit. For the connection, the Moon, the 10 of Wands, the Death card. Yeah, I think it's the decision part, and I think what you need to be deciding on is what you take with you on this path of whatever it is you're working on, and especially what you don't take with you, what you need to let go of. Because I see a strong energy of having to end something here, and it's weighing heavy on you, and I don't see you doing it necessarily, not yet at least. From the universe, you get the Hierophant, the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles. You do have support, a lot of, and you also have what it takes to do whatever you need to be doing here. I'm not sure why you're not cutting something loose here, especially when you know that you need to be doing that. Because it's not something that just shows up overnight and it's like, oh my God, I gotta let that go. No. It's something you know. Something you know that you need to be letting go of. And especially when you also recognize that you've got a lot of support in whatever that is, whatever this process is for you. Because I see you in here from the universe is kind of giving you a way that you actually see the support you have around you around that. So... cool. Well, cool for the support, but that's it. Moving on to Taurus. She's so stinking cute the way she's sleeping. She curled up like this, and she's like... She's so fucking loving, this one. I kind of hate the fact that she integrated so well and so fast with everybody because she got them all sick. If she would have been a pain in the ass for a little while longer, we could have gotten away with it. But no, she had to be the loving-doving little bugger that she is. She gets under your skin so fast, it's not even funny. Everybody's. On your side, you get the Queen of Swords, the Star, the Three of Cups. You're very, very clear-minded here, and you're showing me from that space of a clear-minded person here, this is what I want. And when you say this is what I want, you're pointing towards energies of love coming together, yours and with someone in particular here. So you're very clear about it. Now, the energy attached to you, the Knight of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles. I'm assuming this is the energy that's part of what you want here. They're kind of doing their own thing. I'm not saying that, hey, yeah, they're not going to agree with this because they're doing their own thing. No, but I don't think they're paying attention here to what's going on. If you're bringing something to the table, I don't think they're aware that you just brought something to the table or something, because they're so focused on their own thing there, which I don't know what it is. I see them engaged with their own sense of independence, working on themselves, working on something that has to do potentially with their stability too a lot. So they're kind of in there, you know, which again, I don't see them being tapped on the shoulder and, hey, Taurus just brought something to the table. It's no. For the connection, the Judgment card, the Page of Pentacles, the King of Cups. Someone's grown here. Someone's showing me an energy of, I've grown. I've learned a lot and I've grown a lot. And then they're showing me their heart is fully open. I would assume that's you because you're the one pointing towards energies of the heart. I think it's them too, but I don't know because they're doing their own thing. So it's like, I don't want to bother them or anything to ask them, hey, have you grown? No, but I think this is pointing more towards you. Okay, let me see what the universe has. The Hierophant, the World card, the Ace of Wands. You're giving me a sense of fresh start. You know, scratch that and let's start over type of an energy. Definitely fresh start type of a thing. Oh God, blue is right under. Hold on, I need to stretch my legs somewhere. An energy of fresh start here that you especially are putting out there, with an ending of a cycle and starting anew here. So it's a pretty cool energy, and I don't think it's gonna be rejected or anything. It's just that whoever this is not necessarily seeing it. If it's not being put out there in an obvious way for whoever this is, they might miss it. They might be like, oh, sorry, I was doing that, or, which is something normal for them, but I don't see them paying attention if they're not signaled, hey, this is what's happening here. You know what I mean? So great energies here on your end. Blue just finally let me put my leg down, because otherwise that wouldn't have been great. What are you doing? Oh, you found your spot there? I guess everybody's sleeping now. Ish. Blue is still finding his spot. Moving on to Virgo. I detached all of my grass. I'm like, okay, we're doing this. And I did, and I'm glad I did, and now it's raining almost every day. And it's starting to shape up nicely. All right, Virgo, let's see what is going on. On your side, you get the Empress, the Eight of Cups, the Four of Swords. Hold on. You're giving me very limited availability. You have it for yourself, the availability of everything. You have it open, yeah. But when it comes to outside energies of yourself, it's limited. It's kind of like, and it's intentional. Almost like I can't be bothered with that or with that or with that, you know? So it's almost like trying to focus and pay attention to only things that you consider to be important. Anything other than that, you're not available for it. So pretty interesting. The energy attached to you, the Page of Pentacles, the Sun, the Ten of Swords. Whoever this is, I kind of see them struggling a little bit because they're giving me a sense of I'm learning to be happy or I'm relearning to be happy. But they're not very successful at it. And this is one of those energies in which you're like, I can't be bothered with that. Yeah, let them learn. And let them fail. It's on them, you know? So it's kind of like that, what I see in the dynamic here. For the connection, the Queen of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, the Magician. Trying to figure out who the hell is who. I think this is you saying, hey, if this is going to work out in a healthy way, I'll pay more attention to it. Until then, when it's like, oh, it's up, it's down, it's trying to be happy, but I can't. I don't think you're paying attention to it much until it comes into a more floating type of an energy, more healthier floating type of an energy. Because right now it feels like up and down and up and down. And you are manifesting for something to work out here, but only when it stops being up and down and just kind of takes a more consistent type of a flow, you know, especially healthy one. Okay, until then, you can't be bothered. Okay, nice. Let me see. Hold on. We gotta move Kai because I know he doesn't have room much in this bed, but what he's doing is I got all of my wiring set up in a little box on this desk for everything. And he keeps on stretching and he's gonna take that goddamn thing down, and that's massive of a box and it has some stuff on it too. So I could almost see it flying off the table because he's stretching in Cosmo's bed. From the universe, you get the Five of Cups, the Eight of Swords, the Page of Wands. You can't be bothered with it, but I feel like that's a self-imposed type of a way of looking at this because I kind of see you being a little bothered by it, a little stressed out by it. You know, not a lot, but a little bit. So I feel like this is you stepping in and saying, I can't let myself get too involved in this. I can't let myself get too stressed out about this, because you are a little bit, and you're admitting to that. It's not that you're lying about it or anything, but that would place that energy of not bothered much by whatever's going on here as self-imposed. It's something you're deciding to not let that bother you as much. You know, their progress or whatever's going on here. Okay, fair enough, but that's it. Moving on to fire signs, Aries. On your side, you get the King of Swords, the Eight of Wands, the Two of Wands. There's so much determination here that I'm like, what the fuck is the Two of Wands doing there? it's like when someone is so determined to go and do something or say something that they're gonna do it. It's impossible to stop them. They got so much determination. Well, you're saying, yeah, I'll do that in a minute though, like a little later. I'm like, oh, okay. How do you keep that consistent then, that determination, that drive? Okay. So you're about to do something, but not just yet. Do something, say something, open up about something here. And you've got clarity about it. You're ready, but just not yet, apparently. The energy attached to you, the Hierophant, the Six of Cups, the Page of Pentacles. I mean, there's a soul connection that shows up here, and it's pretty important. Whatever it is you want to do has to do with the soul connection. But that's kind of what they're giving me, that at least for them, hey, this is very valuable. This is important to me. And they're also giving me a sense of I'm learning a lot from this connection. Okay. For the connection, the Page of Cups, the Knight of Wands, the Tower. Very different, it's not very, but the different energies here. That if you fail to recognize that you're approaching kind of the same thing, but potentially from different angles and at different speeds, this might clash big time. If the both of you accept that, hey, we're just gonna go at this in different ways, it should be fine. But I see the potential for danger here, in which I see two energies coming towards one another, but in different ways. So moving towards a common goal in different ways, which can lead to a crash if they fail to recognize that. Hold on, we've got different speeds here for this one, and different ways to approach this one. Okay, let me see what the universe has. The Seven of Cups, the Six of Wands, the Eight of Swords. Someone's kind of overcomplicating things. I don't know if it's you or them, maybe even the both of you, but I think it's just one. Where I see someone looking into several options about something, and they get lost in those options. They get all complicated. Instead of, okay, so we're looking at this situation, this situation, this situation. All right, what do I want to do about this situation? This, that, and that. Okay, this situation, this, that, and that. This situation. Oh, I don't know, because if I were to do this or that, or that, I got this or that. It's simple. Just like you approach all the other ones. I don't know. Somebody's overcomplicating things here. I think it's you. I think that's why you're waiting to do something here. It could be that it's not, but I have my suspicions it's you, though. Okay. Stop doing that if it's you. Easy breezy. Stop doing it. Okay, moving on to Leo. Anyways, on your side, you get the Knight of Wands, the Four of Wands, the Queen of Wands. The Knight of Wands flew out in reverse to the side a little bit, actually. There's a commitment here, or the potential for a commitment. You seem to be passionate about it. The problem is that freaking Knight of Wands. decided to flip out sideways. Because it almost looks like you're holding back. Like, I can see how you feel about it and how oof you are about it, but I also see you kind of being like, okay, not too much of that, you know? So this commitment doesn't have to be to a person, by the way. It could be a situation, or, you know, maybe who the hell knows. Anything. Just so you know. The energy attached to you, the Six of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, the Sun. That's where the reading starts to go down in my ability to understand what the fuck is going on. This looks like a distance type of a commitment, connection to someone. So they're giving me, there's someone at a distance from you. I don't know what's up with them. I just see them experiencing a lot of happiness when it comes to this connection to you, even though they're at a distance. Okay. For the connection, the Magician, the Ten of Wands, the Two of Pentacles. Somebody here doesn't know what they want. The problem with that is not even that they don't know what they want, because eventually they'll figure it out. The problem with it is that they're coming from a place in which it was figured out. They knew what they wanted. When I say they here, I think it's you. Coming from a place in which, hey, this is what I'm manifesting, this is what I want, right? And then somewhere along the way, you lost it. You're looking like either you're dealing with something that's difficult, or I don't know what it is, because of whatever it is that surrounds you that seems to be carrying quite the heavy energy, you're kind of up in the air. You don't know if you want that anymore. You don't know what you want anymore. You know what I mean? Okay. Let me see what the universe has. The Five of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, the Two of Wands. Someone here. I'm trying to understand what the fuck is up with this connection at a distance and how it's included in all of this. But anyways, I might not be able to, because again, I'm not clarifying, I don't know. But someone here is opposed to closing something off, is rejecting that idea altogether for a while. They've been doing that. Yeah. Even though that energy of doing that is very much present and strong. Like, yeah, you got to close this off. And whoever this is, like, no. No. No, no. Mm-mm. Well, that would create heaviness if it's part of the situation you're dealing with. The thing is, whatever this energy is that's tied up to you, I don't see it being tied up to you in this whole of whatever you're experiencing. I think it's something to the side of this. Anyways, that's it. Moving on to Sagittarius. On your side, you get the Two of Wands, the Knight of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles. Don't put your ringworm on my cards. Speaking of. Where are you? Now I got the lights from the cameras. I'm like, I can see better. Kai's ear is right here. Anyways, you're waiting for the right time here for something, for you to open up. It's looking very similar to one of those energies of why aren't you open up to receive love in your life? And you would answer with this type of an energy of, I'll do it when love comes here first. You know, somebody else has to open that up for me, and then I'll do it. So that's kind of like you're waiting for the right time here to open up in a particular situation. Okay. The energy attached to you, the Hermit, the Hierophant, the Two of Cups. Well, this energy seems open. You're probably gonna say, not as open as I want them to be. Well, that's a different story. They seem open. If they're open, they're open. They're not gonna be as open as you want them, or, you know, as little or as much, or no, it doesn't work that way. Then that's control on your part. I don't know. I see this energy open for whatever you're waiting for, but okay. For the connection, the Devil, the Seven of Cups, the King of Wands. You're stalling. You're stalling. You're using excuses here for something. And it shows up as a pattern. It shows up as something you may have done in the past when you were trying to buy time over potentially similar situations, but it's you. I see you right there doing this. Yeah, trying to buy some time here. For what? I don't know, but it's not the healthiest pattern that is coming to the surface for you. And you know that. You know that's what you're doing here. It's not like I'm shocking you with some sort of news of this pattern, because you know you have it. From the universe for you as a final advice, the Hermit, the Three of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles. This is you telling me that deep down you know that something is not working out, something is done. And if this is what you're talking about, then what are you stalling? What are you still doing here? You know, if deep down you feel that something is not, you're showing me a partnership that's not working out, that's done and over with already, energetically at least. Again, if it's this situation, then if it's another situation, then you know, okay. You little, you did that. Unless it's you're wanting to end something, but you're not there yet, so that you can open up to this. So that's why you're stalling here, because you're not done here. Okay. Okay. That's it. Ow. Moving on to air signs, Libra. Nobody wants to show up. They're all sleeping. Okay. On your side, you get the Eight of Cups, the Page of Wands, the Ace of Swords. Yeah, I don't really care for something here. You're there with it, yeah, maybe out of curiosity, but I don't see you emotionally, like, in it. Like, oh yeah, no, I'm very interested here. Okay, the energy attached to you, the Three of Pentacles, the Judgment card, the Six of Swords. Feeling is quite mutual from what I can see. If this is something that is maybe trying to come together, I don't think that it will, based on what I'm seeing here, especially on both sides, in terms of, yeah, no, yeah, let's try this, but whatever. And then this side that says, yeah, same. Okay. For the connection, the Queen of Wands, the Seven of Wands, the Four of Wands. Someone is saying here there's no chemistry. There's no, you know, there's not that thing that you feel. The little wet one is coming. The little wet one is coming. Hold on. Oh, baby girl. I need to clean your face too. Your little eyes. Because I'm not allowed to wet your eyes with that shampoo. The big ass shampoo. Oh, you stink. Stink like that shampoo. Oh. Yeah, someone's definitely saying that. Well, there could be a little bit of chemistry, but not enough to take it, you know, for the long road here. For long term. Don't wake up, Kai, because it's gonna be a shit show. Okay, okay, okay. Still have some knots there. Okay. Let me see what the universe has. Interesting. From the universe, you get the Hermit, the Four of Wands, the Eight of Wands. There is something there, though. Not on the surface. On the surface, this almost looks like a painted picture of two energies trying something out, you know, just for a split second. It's like, nah, But underneath it all, there's actually a connection here. It carries potential. I don't know if it's going to go anywhere based on what I'm seeing here, though. Maybe it's the desire of one of you or the both of you that this would work out, but I'm looking at the energies that are showing up on the surface and I'm like, oh, this is not the way to make something work out. Yeah, okay, yeah, let's, whatever. If it works out, great. If not, that's not, and then from the other side is like ditto. Yeah, no, I don't know. There is something there underneath it all, for sure. But moving on to Aquarius. On your side, you get the Magician, the Nine of Cups, the Star. You're manifesting something fucking amazing here. I don't know what it is, but your energies are super aligned for, it could be anything you want. Yeah, so that would place you in a position of pursuing some sort of goals you may have that would align with you right now. The energy attached to you, the Queen of Pentacles, the Hermit, the Knight of Swords. This is a great energy to have by your side, too. As you're pursuing something. Interestingly enough, your energy is more, I wouldn't call it stagnant, but let's say paused a little bit, because you're more inward right now from what I can see. And their energy is, even though they're inward, it's looking like it's moving a little more than yours. Like it's a driving force type of a thing. Almost paving the way or something. Okay. That's a nice blend there. For the connection though, the Moon, the Three of Cups, the Five of Wands. You seem to not be on the same page though about things. You start off as if you are, and then you end up not being on the same page. And I'm like, how? Because, I don't know. From an energetic perspective, you definitely are. Let me see what the universe has. The Queen of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, the Seven of Pentacles. Drive, drive, drive. Someone is driven here. Well, maybe it's you. Maybe you are driven too, but in a different way. There's two energies here that are trying to move forward, potentially together. And one of them, again, is looking like it's paving the way. The other one keeps on holding back, not holding back, holding on to old ways of doing things. The paving of the way opens up to new ways of doing things. Whoever's coming along and sees this new path, they're like, okay, let me bring my old shit though with me. And I think that's where you don't land on the same page. Because someone keeps on hanging on to old stuff, old ways of doing things. And I think this requires new ways of doing things. Or maybe it doesn't. Maybe it requires both. But if one is holding on to old ways of doing things, the other one is paving the way for new things. You know, it's like, can you meet halfway and bring a little bit of the old, combine it with a little bit of the new? You know what I mean? Because this would, I think whatever this is, would work out great based on the energies I'm seeing here. It's just that little bumpity type of a misunderstanding there. Okay. Moving on to Gemini. On your side, you get the Devil, the Two of Cups, the Two of Wands. You've been kind of paused or on hold on this situation that looks to be very, very unhealthy. It's maybe you're hoping that something is coming together, or the way it is together right now is quite unhealthy. But you've been there on hold because of this or for this. So kind of like waiting. But like, what exactly are you waiting for here? Because it already looks like it's been tampered with, this energy. You know, it's quite distorted. It's not looking great. This energy of you and somebody else together here, I mean. Okay. The energy attached to you, the High Priestess, the Ten of Pentacles, the World card. This almost looks like you know someone for a very long time. Doesn't matter if they're a friend or doesn't matter what kind of a person they are in your life. But you've known them for a very long time, and all of a sudden you show up at their place and their place is emptied out. And they disappeared off the face of the earth. You don't know, they don't write, they don't nothing. You don't know nothing. Just open that door and you're like, what the fuck? You know? So it kind of looks a little bit like that in their energy. Now, I'm not saying this person did exactly that. I'm saying they're looking to be closing off a cycle here. But then, I don't even know. I don't even know, because it's blank after. Okay, they're closing off the cycle. Good. And then what? Blank. Nothing. Okay. Okay. For the connection, the 5 of Cups, the 3 of Swords, the 5 of Pentacles. This situation already created a lot of pain for you by the looks of it. And it's still doing it because you're on hold on it. You're not letting this go. You're not trying to work to see why it's unhealthy. You know, well, I got no one to work with. You just said they moved away. Then let this go. What are you doing hanging on to this energy, you know? I don't know, depending on what's going on here. But you can't just sit on this energy of unhealthy when it carries so much fucking baggage. And it's not great baggage. There's pain, there's regret, there's all sorts of things in there piled up. Let me see what the universe has. The 8 of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, it's not like this is whatever part of your life this is in, it's not taking over your whole life. And that's what's important, because I see you working towards what you feel is right for you, what you feel is building towards a sense of stability for you. So your focus is mainly there, but this is still open in a part of your life. So it's still a branch there in a part of your life that looks to be not closed off, very unhealthy, and just like, what are you doing with this part of your life? You know what I mean? I think it's time to be addressed somehow, because you're sitting on something unhealthy. If you were to sit on something a little bit unhealthy that you're kind of working on, I would be like, okay, but it's not that. It's just a little corner of your life there that looks ew. And it's like, are you doing anything about it? No, not right now. I'm focused on this other. Well, when this grows out of that little corner, it will affect your path here towards your stability and whatever it is you want to do with yourself. You know, if you let it. You can't contain it in a corner. It's like fucking mold, man. It's gonna spread out. Or ringworm. Hopefully not. But, you know. Anyways, moving on to water signs, Pisces. Bloop-de-bloop. I know, you're not used to being in this room for too long. But we committed. We committed to this. We gotta pull through. Stop eating the cat's hair. Anyways, on your side, you get the 8 of Wands, the Page of Wands, the 4 of Cups. Somebody might have said something that you took as offensive, maybe, or insulting, or like you're recognizing that it wasn't necessarily meant to be that, but you might have taken it like that, or you said something to someone that they took it like that, and now you're upset about it. It looks to be something, again, just thrown out there maybe as a joke, and then someone didn't think it was funny. One of those things. Okay. The energy attached to you, the 9 of Wands, the 10 of Swords, the Knight of Wands. Oof. Okay, well, this energy is fuming. I don't know if in a good way or in a not so good way. If you're upset about something that was said or done, they're not letting you basically. And I'm like, it's not your fucking choice. Yeah, let's say you took something as offensive, or who knows, you're upset about something. They're like, I will not accept that. And I'm like, not up to you. You have to accept that, because what the fuck are you going to do? Start controlling people to not be upset? Duh, no, you can't do that. But with their attitude here, it looks like that's what they're trying to do. I will not let you be upset. Okay. You can try getting them some candy, see if that works. But other than that, you gotta let someone be upset if they want to be upset. If there's been a misunderstanding, of course, it can be explained, but this attitude of, I will not accept it. Okay. Oh, that's not great. For the connection, the High Priestess, the Five of Cups, the Three of Wands. I sigh at the same time with blue. Someone's telling me here that they're a little bit upset with themselves that they haven't been listening to their intuition for a very long time. Because their intuition was there, kicking in and telling them all sorts of things. And now is when they're listening to their intuition. And they're realizing for how long they haven't been listening to their intuition. I think that someone is you. Especially with that type of an attitude. Whew. Some realizations would come in for sure. By the way, I saw baby Robin today on one of my lights in front of the house there. It was kind of learning how to fly and walk and be with mama there. And oh, that's so cute. Let's see, from the universe. You get the Three of Cups, the Knight of Swords, the Five of Cups. I'm not sure what the fuck is going on here. The energies are open for this to move forward, but there's some stuff from behind accumulating, some stuff that happened. If you got upset at some point in time, mother, 10 years ago about something that they did, and you know, same attitude of, you're not allowed to be upset here, what the fuck is wrong with you? And they did that once and 10 times and then 100 times. Of course, it's going to pile up at some point. And not only that, who knows what other. So it's kind of like piled up junk, you know, that this carries. And I don't see anybody addressing that, which is going to be a problem at some point, because that piled up junk is going to fucking at some point into something nasty. And either someone is going to address that eventually, or it's just going to blow up in all of your faces here. And it's going to get nasty. So, I don't see anybody doing anything about it. Just kind of moving forward and being like, it's okay. That's just how they are, you know. They mean well. They don't want me to get upset. And no, they're telling you what to feel. That's a different story there, especially with that attitude. That's it. Alrighty, moving on to Scorpio. There's your reading. Hold on. Okay. Kai, what you doing? Oh my crap. On your side, you got the Two of Swords, the Six of Wands, the Four of Wands. You're confused. Like, for the most part, you're showing me, look, I feel good about this commitment that's here, that's going on here. I feel good. But, like, do I really? I don't know. There's a little bit of confusion about why you feel good about a commitment, or why you should, or do you really feel good or not? Or, you know, you're confused. The energy attached to you, the Queen of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, the King of Wands. Oh, maybe that's what it is. Because I think you're taking it in a little bit of different ways here. Maybe you look at this as, well, it's showing up as one of those, look, what are we? You know, what's going on here? You know what I mean? So that's, I think, your confusion, because I see you the way you come at this, and I see the way they come at this. And it's a little bit different. From your side, you're showing me marriage and kids. From their side, they're showing me, you know, nurturing, friendship, equal give and take, maybe a little passion there, but like different pictures. So it could be one of those situations in which what's going on, you know? For the connection, the Tower, the Emperor, the Three of Swords. I mean, I feel like you kind of do want to lay it all out on the table and see where it takes you. Like, really ask the question, like, what's going on? But I feel like you're scared, because it's going to be one of those make it or break it, you know? And you know that. But at the same time, I don't see you preferring to be in this confusion, tied up to the situation. It's kind of like, okay, let's do this. You know, let's lay it all out in the open. Let's see what happens. So I don't know if you're going to do it, because you are showing me quite the fear attached to that, to you doing that. But you definitely want to know. You want to gain clarity over where this is at, where this is going. From the universe, you get the Two of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, the King of Cups. Yeah. Yeah, you're kind of tired to sit in this unknown about the situation. And it's, yeah, you're up in the air. At the same time, you don't want to poke it too much, because God forbid you would actually know the truth here. Because it could go that way or that way. You know, it could, and you know that. But that is it. You're gonna make your choices at the end of the day, you know. If you're expecting an answer from me, it's like, I'm not gonna give it to you. You have to give it to yourself. Moving on to Cancer. On your side, you get the Devil, the Eight of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups. Your energy is a little scattered in an unhealthy way, in the sense of you might be trying to help out here, help out there, reach out to that, reach out to, like, a lot for others. It's coming through as being very unhealthy, because I'm seeing nowhere in that, okay, where do you stop and take care of yourself through this? Like, you're overextending yourself here from what I can see. And it's going to become very unhealthy, because you're going to put yourself all the way to the back of all of the things you got to take care of in front. So not the greatest way to approach a situation here, any situation. The energy attached to you, the, of course, typical. The Queen of Wands, the Two of Cups, the King of Cups. This energy is putting themselves too much in the first place there. Like, I got this, I can't. I'm joking. Maybe they're at the opposite end of you, where you're like, you're putting everyone in front there, you know, above you, and then this energy is just themselves, and then maybe you. Maybe. But they do carry quite the nice energies of love, you know, quite they're being drawn to you for sure. Maybe because of this overextending energy here. They see you got a lot to give, but I don't know, they're being drawn to you. They do bring great energy of love, and they see you for you, you know. So not a bad energy. It does show up a little funny in that way of they're at the opposite end of this, because they could be, I do see them a little, you know, a little vain, a little looking in the mirror and being like, it's me. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. I can't, if I'm not clarifying, I can't say. But for the connection, where's this hair? Oh, in my mouth. Cat or dog or me. 6 of Swords, the Judgment card, the Ace of Wands for the connection. I think, I don't know what you're connected to, a lot of things at once, I think. The best thing right now for you is to step back from doing all of that, overextending yourself, and whatever it is that you have to give to yourself for a little bit. Especially if you've taken a break from that for a while, where you might have forgotten to give to yourself there. That's what the connection has in terms of take a few steps back. Just take a rest, everybody's going to be okay that you're giving to. If you're not giving for a few minutes there, just take a break from doing that. Let me see what the universe has. The 6 of Wands, the 2 of Pentacles, the 6 of Swords. You're like, just thinking about it, the break from all of this. It's making me feel good. But then you enter the typical, I can't take a break. What's going to happen without me? I don't know. Why don't you try it out and see? What can happen? I don't think one person sustains the whole universe from falling apart. You know? The break is for you. So you've fallen into this, you know, kind of routine of taking care of everything, everyone, and who's going to take care of you if you don't? And then just thinking about it, you're like, oh man, that would be so good. We'll do it if it would be so good. No, but then that whole aspect of being in control is playing tricks on you here. But yeah, you just need a break. If you decide to take it, I would definitely recommend it, from overextending here. And yeah, take care of yourself. And then come back and maybe figure out a plan in which you don't put yourself back there, you know? So, that is it. Bloopty bloop. I would have you up here, but I know you're gonna go from under the table, which there's not enough room for a big dog like you. Do not lay down. Do not lay down. Boo. Come to mom. Come on. Come on, lazy bones. I see you. You're playing the game of, we need to go OUT for our final P. And then I'm just gonna lay here instead of going in the bedroom. Come here. I know that game. He's not coming. Bloopty bloop. Balopty bloop. Baloo. Baloo. Lazy bones. My God, he's big. He's a big ass dog. He's not big. He's just super fluffy like a sheep. And now that I washed him, he's like, Bloopty bloop. Come here, Bubba. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Cosmo sleeping. Kai. Hi. You want to come here? Blue's not working with us today. Oh, your little nose is recovering. Oh my God. His nose was such a mess. No, Blue's down. He's not coming. Let's see if this works. It's okay, Bubba. It's okay, Bubba. Mama's right here. Mama's right here. Oh. See? He looks like he's disheveled a little bit. I try to wash him with the wet cloth here and here. And they look like they're little, like they have little mohawks. Oh, what's going on, Bobo? What's going on? And their manes are a mess because there's stuff dripping from their medication through here. But they're starting to let me do more shit to them, more and more, because it's like, what are they gonna do? I gotta put that medicine in there. Oh, baby boy. Yeah, you know Mama loves you, even though you guys hate me right now a lot. You know Mama loves you. You're the only one that knows, because you're the only one that comes back to love on me. Yeah, Bubba. Anyways, yeah, blue moved a little to the left. Up, up, up. I got you. I got you. Come here, baby boy. No? No? You're gonna sit there? I'm sorry I woke you up. You can come back in Cosmo's bed. Come to Mama. Sleepyhead. I know, you're still drugged up a little bit. You're okay. You can go back to bed. I'm gonna leave you alone. Okay. No, not over there. Let's leave Mama's box alone. Okay. Can go back to bed. Or grow. Okay. Anyways, you gonna come here, Bubba? Or go to bed? You're going to bed? You're going to a different bed? You're going to that bed? Okay. Yeah. Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'm sorry for Blue's lack of cooperation. You got a little slice of Kai instead. You got Blue a little bit in the beginning, so. Anyways, love you guys. See you next time. Bye.